It may be a lot to ask you to slow down in a fast paced reality where everything is evolving at a rapid pace. We just can't keep up with it. Our mind wants to be a part of the chaos of evolution, but our soul, our body may want to slow down to catch up with itself. I've recently been studying a lot on body soul work, on our nervous system, and being on this fight or flight mode. I've had many conversations with those close to me around the topic of impulse and emotional action. And all of this comes together with this kind of unspoken, maybe meaning within that is wanting to come to fruition and state that it's time to be present with what is. And that is the slowing down. That is the healing within what is right now. And it's not chasing after yourself, it's no longer running from yourself, but it's a settling in to matter, grounding to what is, and being able to pull energies in and down to really alchemize this emotionalized experience. So I've been reading some Marion Woodman. I went back and, of course, picked up a little bit of Peter Levine and An Unspoken Voice. And then I went into Complex PTSD from Surviving to Thriving. Now, I've read all of these books recently. I'm getting into some Woodman, and she is just my greatest influence in my work. But reading on, the basic levels of the nervous system of complex PTSD and learning about how our body stores the trauma on top of the complex structures of the unconscious and how our body is this manifestation of the psyche. As I dive deep on both of these, um, even more so am I coming to understand that the soul, here we are as well, going into the soul, like care of the soul and how we care for ourselves, not cure and try and fix and try and manipulate to what we think may be right for us, but really caring for the soul. This is a major experience of mindfulness within the present moment and how we can adapt with our nervous system to thus respond to others and to our external in such a way that is appropriate, that is mature, that is still honoring the inner system. And it's through this reclamation of the body and our physicality, of the manifestation of matter, that we are able to do this in such a way that feels lighter, um, that feels right and in alignment, because we are pulling spirit, which is more of this mana, this psychological mind state, right? In esoteric teachings, they say that the mind or the brain is the seat of spirit, and the heart is the seat of the soul. And so what we're doing is pulling the spirit, the mana, down and into matter to let us experience this. Um, it really feels like a lighter presence of the self and a very honest expression of the self. So when the body is able to slow down, slow down, and it's invited in a way to just be so aware of what is that it can appropriately work with the emotions, the nervous system, um, the traumas, or anything that has been, contained. It's like simply bringing awareness to what is in the present moment, and that is the healing. That is when the opus magnum is birthed. In other words, we are in this confident state, knowing how the systems, the multi layered systems, are working. And it may be so simple, it may sound so simple, I should say, but it is quite difficult when we are so influenced to keep up with and to keep going and to be more than what is right now. And though there is greatness to seeing in the future and striving for a goal and keeping up with the human evolution, keeping up with everything that's going on, we do have to remember that there is a balance between the two. And if we're so caught up in trying to always be ahead of ourselves, then we're forgetting what is right now. And when we do this, we neglect so much self care, we neglect others, we neglect self love. We just try to bypass the hard work that has to be done in the present moment. So, don't rush your healing. Everything that is of right now will call to you, and there's a lot of power within what is in the density, what is in our matter, what is in the traumas and the past that are just waiting for us within the physicalized experience of what is right now. So I know I may be repeating myself a couple of times, but I just want to bring to light, if you do feel like you are rushing yourself, I invite you to simply slow down to an extent that you are coloring more on the edges of mindfulness, not of having to always be slow and a snail in life, but to just bring awareness to what is. I wrote something down. I want to share this with you just to wrap up the video. Um, I wrote down, I'm not a slow person. I just enjoy a mindful existence. I just enjoy a mindful existence where I am choosing based off of what is happening right now. I'm choosing how to act and respond, how to connect with, how to withdraw from a mindful place. And that feels maybe a little slower because I'm actually taking the time to choose my pace in what I do, to choose consciously. I hope this video has supported you in some way. I'll see you in the next one.